Well, welcome, top of the morning to you, and welcome to this day's most breaking news, to me, at least. You don't get it, do you? You probably are looking at me, thinking I'm like that fucking radio demon. No, not quite. As for the profanity, don't worry about it. Usually I censor that, but, we'll just pretend I didn't. And for you, my dear, you're gonna be on the silver screen. Should I say it's too late to go back? Signed your soul away, huh? Well, aren't you just a little starlet or something? More bite than bark, I like it. But you better be careful, honey. Don't bite the hand that feeds you. If you do, it may just bite back. You need at least that much gumption to be in this business. So you want to tell me what's going on here? Or you don't want to talk about it? Right. Why did I expect anything different, considering you were hanging out with Alastor, a coward? Guess cowards work together. They also flock together, right? I make myself laugh. Don't worry, this isn't a comedy section, so you don't have to laugh too. But I saw that. You were thinking, I was the coward for what I said, huh? Well, if that's the case, I'm afraid you're gonna be in for a lot of disappointment. I mean, a lot of it. Because I'm not going to let you have anything until you admit that I'm better. I'm kidding. I'm not that petty. Maybe just halfway that petty. But the point is, you're here as my captive. Isn't that so quaint? Yes. It's not a kidnapping because you came willingly. You got that letter with maybe a bit of blackmail and, ooh, it was good. Tell me I'm good. Come on, you could be honest this one time, can't you? I was good at that. Well, I don't need your superficial rambling, nor do I need you to tell me who's better. All I need is for you to listen and listen closely, you see. I know you've got a soul contract with Alastor, and I don't exactly like that. Well, it's one thing if he has some interesting hobbies with some cute individuals, but it is another thing if he's poaching talent like you. He acts like you don't have the looks. He underestimates you, and for that reason alone, come on. Plus, between you and me, he's got a lot going on that isn't great for the relationship scene. Look, he's not a man meant for that. And I can respect that. Boundaries are boundaries, right? But for me, boundaries are things to be expanded upon. You gotta have some ambition in this field, baby. If you want to rule in hell instead of serve in heaven. That's what we're doing down here, and that's what we make look good. So, if you want to be on the networks, you seem to want to have your name in lights some way. But there is a visual aspect to that, darling, and you got it. The difference in what I'm saying is, I don't want Alastor to be underestimating your talent. And if he comes around here, well, that'll be a problem, won't it? Do I seem a little disappointed? No. It's only that I kind of want him to come here, so I have an excuse to kick his ass. He's just a little bit on my last nerve. You know. It's a normal thing between us. It happens. Don't look at me like that. I'm not the deranged one here. If anyone, he is. I'm the more reasonable of the two. So, fuck that guy. And since you're here now, for better or worse, you can call it kidnapping if you want, but it's not kidnapping. It's different than his. You see, mine is many times more sophisticated and nuanced, and there's a lot more labels and things that go around when they could see you. It's different than just a voice. I'm not gonna lie, he has an advantage in some fields, but I'll be damned if I give him one of those as a W. Fuck that guy. No, really. Screw that guy. But I digress. I'm not here to have a pity party, nor have a party of making little Alastor over there. More of a coward than he is. I'll make him out to be exactly what he is. And to that extent, I think you deserve better than that. If you're gonna have your soul signed away, you might as well get something from it instead of simping for someone who has more attraction to himself in the mirror. Don't you think? Oh, he's gonna be so happy about this. Don't you think? Imagine, he has 2 soul-binding contracts on the same person. That's what I'm proposing. You see, I'm not trying to poach you from him. Instead, it's quite different. You see, I'm not that kind of guy. I'm just not. Look me in the eyes. My screen. You get the idea. Look me in my screen, and there we go. See? Do I look like I'm trustworthy? No. Well, neither is he. I rest my case. Oh, but putting that aside, he's probably going to show up any minute and be quite perturbed about all this. But all you need to do is sign the contract before he gets here and... Oh, here we go again. My! It seems my dear Vox and this newest talent have some under-the-table business deals going on. First of all, impressive, Alastor, not closing the door behind you, and for even showing up. I have to give it to you. For a coward like you to show up here, you have some guts. Oh, I don't want to hear that from you. In fact, you're the one who snuck behind my back to try and poach my newest talent. How dare you, sir? That is a declaration of war, don't you know? War is so cabaret. Think about it. Now, firstly, right, you came in here thinking that I'm poaching. No, I'm offering a second contract. You see, you don't have the monopoly here, my boy, and I'm afraid that part is going to hold you back because they're free to make their own decisions right here. Isn't that right? This is the part where you agree with me. Not saying anything? Okay. Well, is it the kidnapping? You could tell me if it was the kidnapping. I'm sorry about that. I told you, it wasn't holding you here against your will. It was holding you for your best interest, you know? It's semantics at the end of the day, so don't worry about that. It's splitting hairs and well, if we're going to have something of a showdown here. No, actually... Not right now. Not right now. I need to have a conversation with you before this continues. Alastor, I'm going to have my helpful and kind security officers escort you to the next room. When I'm done, you'll be able to talk to both of us. Doesn't it sound great, Jiffy? Oh, that is such a shame, isn't it? Except for I despise that, so I won't be complying. If you're going to say something to what's mine, you best do it in a way where I can see it. I don't know why you can't get it at this point. Radio is dead. And the first thing you have to understand, you archaic little bitch, is that you're not gonna win this war. It doesn't matter if you're strong or weak. It matters who the people choose. And they're gonna choose me every time, as I'm gonna prove with this cute little thing here. So instead of limiting your talent to just the radio, maybe you'll take your head out of your ass and do something that benefits someone other than you and your selfish little, stupid little game holding people back from their true potential. You think you have the upper hand here. It's funny that you think that they would choose you in the first place. It is an exclusive contract because I say it is. It may not have it in the fine print. Look, you see that? He just admitted to it. Right? It's plain as day. He just admitted to what I was saying the entire time. You don't have to limit yourself to just one. So do it. Come on. Sign right here and... Get the fuck out! Don't mind him and his rambling. See? Well, would you look at that? Welcome to show business. You're gonna do so great. I believe in you. And I'm not totally doing this because it's a revenge plot against my old nemesis who, at one point, I may or may not have a grudge against. That is totally not the reason, and I can back it in some way. I'll figure out how. Just trust me on this one, okay? It wasn't for petty revenge, and... Now listen here. You're just quite stupid, aren't you? You let him sign it in reverse. You were holding the pen and he just moved the paperwork to get your signature. A classic. Even I have to give him that. But still, you're not the sharpest tool in the shed, kid, I can tell you that. Because now you're signed to a soul-binding contract with two greater demons. Two rulers of hell. And that is not how things are supposed to go. You're in for a busy life, I'll tell you that. That's one thing I'm afraid I'm going to have to agree to, because if you're going to be on radio and TV, goodbye to your social life, or actually hello to it, because everything you do is now going to be recorded forever. Isn't that great? Don't you just love that? Don't worry, it's gonna be fine. It's all in your greater interest. See? It says here in the contract, it's mutually beneficial or else it's not. See? Makes perfect sense, doesn't it? Well, now that you've made such a mess of your life, I'll be taking my leave for now. As much as I hate Vox, and as much as I think that you've made a stupid decision, downright terrible, it's actually hilarious, I think that it's already done. Those contracts aren't easy to break, you know, and personally, I think you're screwed either way. However, I'll see you in an hour when you're destined to work for me. Get ready to be on the radio. Even if you grace the silver screen, it won't take away from your roots, darling. You're still radio at heart. Now, I'll see you for that 12-hour shift. Took him long enough to leave. Now listen to me. As much as you may be thinking, wow, I just messed up my life, you don't have time for that, because you're going to make it. Be one of the stars on Hollywood. Well, Hollywood, as we call it. But things are going to be really good for you. You see, I'm making you into a star not for my benefit, but out of the goodness of my heart and this soul-binding contract that is completely in my favor. You know, the usual, what you can expect. But you don't actually think any of these are actually fair, do you? I kind of pity that innocence for you if you really think that they're, mutually beneficial and at least equally. It's keywords here, right? You have to make sure that you understand the limitations of what you've just been put on. The particular collar that you've chosen to wear is a pretty one, you see, with Vox Entertainment. Things are going to be up for you. Of course, it will be back-to-back 12-hour shifts, so I guess you better kiss sleep goodbye. But it's okay, you're a demon meant for not sleeping, right? Oh. Well, we'll figure it out, there's new technology and stuff, always getting developed here in hell, so there's gotta be some way we can make it work. It's not like we can break the contract. Actually, to break the contract, you kinda have to die, and we wouldn't want that. That would be kinda bad, I don't want you to die. I want you to live, a full, happy, super stardom-filled life, and maybe, make me lots of money. And possibly, make my reputation better, and possibly get one over on that stupid Alastor. And maybe I'll even give you 1 hour break time. If you're really good, I'll toss in some cookies. They're actually my grandmother's specialty, but don't worry about that. I don't want to talk about her. It's the only good thing that was about her. Let me tell you that. The only good thing she ever did was with making those damn cookies. So addictive, so delicious, so moist. When I tell you, never mind. Ignore that I just went on that tangent for a second. Welcome to show business. See, it's not all bad. Feels pretty good, doesn't it? Of course, you'll have to learn that the contract, it has rather strict limitations. For instance, the mandatory services, massages, and things like that. It's standard in the industry and probably why I ended up down here, but someone as starstruck as you who signed the contract, whether you did willfully, intentionally or not. See, I pulled a fast one on you, and I get if you're mad at me, right? I'd be mad at me too, but the point is, your soul is mine. It may be Alastor's too, but your soul is mine. That's what I care about. And the point is, this really isn't to solve an age-old grudge between us. It's actually, listen, are you listening? Yep, it's actually because I see potential in you. But also, probably because you're very, very conventionally attractive, and I may just be a corrupt businessman. Yeah, I'm not even going to try and beat the allegations. So, how are we going to do this? You might be asking. Well, there's a few options, you see, and you can choose to do one of the... Did you just kiss my screen? I understand the implication, but you don't usually kiss screens, you know. Well, fuck it, I guess. Never kissed a screen before, I'm sure, but let's roll with it. I was gonna say how you have to give me foot rubs and things like that, and, bring me tea every so often. Actually, tea sucks ass. If I'm honest, so does coffee. I prefer boba tea. So if anything, a boba every now and then, and I'm sure that my unreasonable demands will get on your last nerve, but still, even so, you kind of can't say no anymore. So why does it feel like what's with that smile? Like, usually you're halfway to despair right now, and you're really weirding me out right now. You're throwing off my groove. I'm supposed to be the corrupt exec that makes you do things against your will, and you're like, Kya, no, what are you doing to me? And then I go, I'm the bad executive who's corrupt and got his fast track to hell because of taking advantage of young talent like you. And then, you're kind of the one, throwing off my groove by being the one. You're the one making advances? Is this how it normally goes? Are you just really into TV, men? I have a lot of questions. I'm not gonna lie, but fuck it. If you're gonna be like this, then you've got a weird sense of, never mind. I'm not here to fix you. I'm not even here to understand you. I mean, screw it. It's mutually beneficial then, actually, and I don't say that often. Damn. Is this an honest contract? What the hell happened here? I feel like you just flipped my world upside down. There's no way. There's no way. Well, if you can't beat him, join him, I guess. Don't look at me like that. You're acting like I'm the one who's the victim. Or maybe you're saying that you can't be the victim because you enjoy this being tossed around powerful demon men. Is that it? Is that your thing? All makes sense. I mean, quality taste, I'm not going to lie. I have to give you at least an 11 out of 10 for that one. And I don't do that often, but you may or may not be the only one who I've hooked into a contract that way, and I'm feeling pretty proud right now, so I'll take any reward I can get. Well, the dubious nature of all this aside, I think that you are very attractive, and possibly, I may have been too hasty with the contract, and now you're making me rethink a lot of things. I'm not even gonna lie, I didn't expect this, and, that's a first. Shoved against the wall, I don't know how to respond. I'm going to be completely flat out honest with you. I have no idea how to respond to this, and well, that's one way. No, the static is not blushing. That does not mean I'm blushing. You need to act more like someone who just got scammed out of their life. You're acting like Like, you're the executive, and I'm the one who just... Damn it. This is not how the groove goes. And you know what? You've got something about you that just makes me want to go with it. Let's go then. You're on. You know what? I'm gonna stop trying to make sense of it. And whoa. Damn. You're crazy. Shoving me around like, ugh. That's my executive couch. Watch it. You could have broken something and... Okay, the pushing down and kissing thing is kind of hot. I'm not even gonna lie. It was sexy, okay? You want me to say it flat out. It was sexy. And talk too much. What the hell is that supposed to... Well, you're making it harder to talk a lot when you're doing all that. And, oh, that's what you meant. Well, okay, sure. I can't believe this is happening. And did you pull this shit with Alastor? No way. But the fact that you're pulling it with me, okay, fine. I'll take it. I'm game to try anything with him. Fine. You do leave me breathless. I feel like we can make a commercial out of that. But part of me thinks maybe I like the exclusivity. You know what? Maybe. I want to see how far the rabbit hole goes. How far you push me, how far I can push you. I don't really know what kind of person you are, really. It's just a bunch of question marks. And I kind of like that. I kind of love that, actually. So, if you could check all the boxes that apply, and you know, the contract should be. You know what? I'm not gonna lie, that last kiss took me out. I couldn't even think. Is that your intention? You're gonna work your way up with exec, and then you get the contract ripped apart or something. Is that your plan? Or is this just unplanned? And you like men with power, and you take what you want. Oh, I see. It's the whole CEO thing, right? I can't say I don't get it, but... Damn, handsy much. Damn. Not complaining, just shocked. You're not shy at all. Well, lack of shyness is its own appeal. Well, I expected services, but not like this. I'm gonna be honest, you kind of exceeded what's in the contract already, because I'm not that much of a scumbag. I'm a scumbag, don't get me wrong, but I'm not a scumbag to take advantage like that. I usually stop with foot massages, but, you know, these kind of massages are good too. Definitely not complaining. And now that you're in showbiz, you gotta get used to this. Trust me, there's a lot of people worse than me. The ones that go full send with all this. But it looks like you don't need any help with that. Oh, God. Okay. Yeah, thinking not working at all. Fine. You win. Didn't mean like that. Oh my, that's almost embarrassing. I didn't expect it to go completely your way, but, I mean, it is what it is, right? And, huh? You're kidding, right? You're not done with me? You're... Oh, shit. That's what you meant. Well, we can talk about this? Or not? No, it's definitely not. Well, fuck.